I owe you content. This is the content that you're getting because I realized that the most popular video on my channel is still my first video, which was a story time about me getting stiffed on my table while I was serving on my first day. So if you haven't seen that, I think over here, I put the eye in one of these corners. I never know which one it is. And I'll link that video if you haven't seen it. It's kind of a long one. So if you're gonna watch that one, after this one, I suggest you get a snack, some wine, if you're of age, okay? I'm not advocating for underage drinking. You're not finna get me, you know, involved in clownery, all right? But I mean, it's my most popular video. So I thought I'd give you another story time about a chain restaurant that I won't mention the name of, but I wanted to go and get breakfast there. So I mean, you can put two and two together. That's not on me. But this is no shade to the actual restaurant because this was purely like a waitress, you know, conflict type of thing. This had nothing to do with the food. The food was still amazing and I still took it home. But this waitress, one day, like 2 weeks ago, it was a random like Thursday night, Monday night. It was a random weekday. You know, we got in the restaurant and then there was this whole like thing of, because one of my friends wanted to go somewhere else and then it became a whole big thing. So my friend finally decides that she's totally fine with eating at this restaurant. So we go into the restaurant and from jump, like, you know, the host definitely felt like the tension of us, you know, not really sure if we wanted to eat there or whatever. But we finally settled that we wanted to be there. We get seated by the host. You know, we're sitting down and we sit down for a couple minutes and then the waitress comes over. So the waitress comes over and she doesn't say her name. She kind of just comes over and then she says, "Can I get you guys something to drink?" Which is okay, I guess, but like, who are you? Tell me your name. Anybody who works in the food service industry who's a server or a hostess knows that proper customer service would mean that you would tell us your name. Because if I need something, I want to just be able to be like, "Oh, Clarice," like, you know, as you pass by in a respectful manner to get your attention and tell you that I need something. Or I could wait until you get back. That was really small. I decide that I want a certain drink and then everybody else also wants the same drink that I want. And it's like a mixture of like lemonade, Sprite, and some sort of syrup. I don't even really remember. If I go, like, I'll know what it is, but I don't remember off the top of my head. So she said, "Oh, we don't have lemonade." So then everybody's like, "That's unfortunate." We square away the whole drink thing. Everybody just got something random. So you know what happens when you go out with your group of friends. Nobody's sitting here like, "Okay, guys, so guys, we got guys. We gotta look at the menu. We gotta look at the menu, guys. Guys, stop talking. Stop talking. We gotta look at the menu. We gotta look at the menu." No, it's not gonna happen. So, obviously, you know, we're not gonna be all up in the menu and whatnot. And it took her a while to come back with our drinks anyway. So, we're just talking. And then, you know, we are still looking at the menu, but we're talking about it. But we're not like hard body, like trying to figure out what we need to get in the next 30 seconds. We look at the menu and then she comes back and then she's like, "Okay, do you guys know what you want to eat?" We start going in like, you know, like in a circle to say who wants what and tell her what we want. Everybody else is giving in their really difficult orders and I'm very sorry about them because somebody wanted like stuffed French toast, but they wanted cheesecake filling like on it was a mess, okay? It was a mess. I'm sorry. We're waiting for the food to come out and it was no big rush. She takes her order, she goes over there and then the food comes out like 20 minutes later, but that was no big deal. So we get our food and everything's good and then I see my waitress come over and I see her put a piece of paper down and then say, "No rush, whenever you're ready." So I'm over here like, I'm literally enjoying my meal like, because she put it on my side, so I'm like, and she had it all folded up with some shame because she was ashamed to perform said action. So I'm looking like, did she just drop the check? She just drop the check?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I know this ain't the check. I know she would. I know she wouldn't do that. I know. So I'm looking at her like, hey, madam, where's your manager? Where's your manager? Where's your manager? What? You're not, what? My friend literally goes, slices her burger in half and the check's already on the table? What if I wanted something else? What if I wanted dessert? What if I wanted a different, you can't just be out here. You can't just be out here dropping check on the Has anybody else had an experience where someone would just come and just drop the check on the table? Like, did you go to Red Lobster, get the biscuits, and then they drop the check after you order? What is this? I'm still looking at everybody like, she dropped the check, guys. She dropped, and everybody's like, huh? What? And then let me see. Let me see. What? And then everybody's, we're trying to keep it cool, right? We're trying to keep it cool. Even though she dropped the check, as in, giving us the biggest, like, get the hell out of here that you could have possibly received ever. But, we're still playing it cool. And then, well, I was eating like this before, but now I'm eating like, I feel like people are gonna think that we're overreacting, like, oh, she just dropped the check, that's no big deal. But after someone literally is sitting there for 5 minutes, you don't just drop the check. Like, you ask if they want dessert first, and you ask if there's anything else you can help them with, because you saw us twice. If you see a table 2 times, then you're already asking them, like, pay the check. Ma'am, I just got my pancakes. Ma'am, I just got my pancakes. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if that's how she rolls, if she just puts the check down on everything. But everybody else I was looking at didn't have a check on their table. She comes back after a couple minutes, and then she's like, do you guys need boxes? After we finished eating, she comes back and asks if we need boxes. So we said yes, and then she didn't bring enough boxes. She brought 1 box when there's 4 of us. I feel like common sense would dictate that if there's 4 people at the table who say they need boxes, that she would bring more than 1 box. Am I alone? Is it just me? I feel like common sense would dictate that, right? Okay. So she brought 1 box, and I'm really looking at her like, all right, so now you're really getting on my nerves, because why are you doing all of this nonsense? So then, I summon her. I'm like, Pokemon, I choose you. Hello, Catherine, Gretchen, Susan, whatever your name is, because you didn't tell us what it was. Can you please come over? Because we need more boxes. Get me my boxes. All right, get me my boxes. She comes back with more boxes. Still not enough boxes. I'm still not understanding. Maybe math wasn't her strong suit in college or high school or elementary school. I don't really know. I don't want to judge her intellectual ability to do math. But I'm thinking that if you're a server, you can do the basic math that 4 people saying they need boxes means bring 4 boxes. And it's not like they're heavy. I'm not asking you to bring me 20-pound weights as boxes. And you had an extra set of hands. Why didn't you just tell him to bring you the boxes if you didn't want to come back to us? Does that make sense? I don't know. So anyway, she gets the boxes, and then I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, everybody just decides we're gonna share, because, if we're being stingy with boxes, I don't know if we didn't have any more, but so I walked on the way out, I saw all of them, but everyone takes the liberty to get up and go to the bathroom, right? So, I'm picking up the check, and I'm like, okay, so how are we gonna do this, guys? And then everybody says they only have cards. So I'm like, okay, so you want to split it 4 ways? That's easy. Fine. We could do that. But then one of them says she has cash, and I'm like, just pay with card. And then she's like, oh no, like I don't have money on my card. I only have cash. So I'm like, all right, fine. We'll split it 3 ways on the credit card, and then the 4th way, we'll just do cash or whatever. This shouldn't have been a big deal, right? Wrong. We're taking a couple minutes trying to figure out what we're gonna do with the check, as normal groups would do. If I was dining by myself, I'd give the card and be done. But since it's a group of us, we have to take that into consideration. I kid you not. One of the girls is in the bathroom right now, and it's just the other 3. The 2 girls across from me and myself. So we're looking at the check, and then we put the check down because we're like, oh, we'll wait for her to figure out what we're gonna do. And I wish I was joking, but this is exactly what happened 5 minutes after she saw us glance in the direction of the check. So what are we doing? She didn't just come over to the table and say, so what are we doing? Did she think we were gonna steal? Did you think that we were going to steal pancakes from your establishment, ma'am? What's going on? There's no reason for you to approach a table and ask them, so what are we doing? After we clearly don't look like we're done. She comes back, and then I'm like, actually, because at this point, I'm like, oh, you got the wrong one, sweetie. You got the wrong one, sweetie. I was looking at the dessert menu, and I was like, can I have a cookies and cream shake?
And
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, you're not gonna put the check down because I was always gonna get a cookies and cream shake. She looked mortified. She literally looked like she just seen a ghost. I don't know. Like she wasn't expecting me to ask for more food. I wanted dessert. You're gonna bring me a dessert. You're gonna print out a new check. You're going to print out a new check because even though I was sitting here stuffed, I was like, I'm gonna order this cookies and cream shake anyway. Because you are not gonna come to the table, see me eating my food, after 5 minutes put the check down. Now you're gonna have to print out a new check, aren't you? And not only did she roll her eyes at me as she turned around, she said, whatever. Amazing customer service. Am I right, ladies? Am I right, ladies? So she turns around, goes over there. I watch her. She comes back. And then she says, we don't have ice cream. And I'm looking at her like, I feel like you're lying, but okay. But I don't say anything. Because at the end of the day, I was satisfied with the fact that she had to go over there and ask them. So I just made her do more work. Because she was messing with the wrong one. Like I keep saying, the wrong one. The wrong one. So, she comes back, tells me there's no ice cream, and I'm cool with it. We decided that we were going to split it, and then, we asked her, like, how many cards can we use? Like, can we just split it 4 ways on cards? And she said, no. Only 2. We can only use 2 cards. Because I distinctly remember being able to use more than 2 cards before. But I mean, again, if she wants to play these games, we can play these games. And I don't know why everybody likes to play games with me, because at the end of the day, I'm going to play them better than you. There was a Venmo situation that happened, and then we were very adamant that we needed 3 cards. So, she allowed the 3 cards. We got the 3 cards, and then she sent her trainee to give us back the slips to sign, with the tip area. And, where you sign to you know, say that you authorize this purchase and that this isn't fraud. So when you see this chain restaurant charging on your debit card, you can't argue because you signed for it, you know? So then she brings all of them back. Well, her trainee does, at least. And then he said, everyone with a card needs to sign for me, please. And he was so nice. I wish I could have tipped him. I'm looking at the charge or whatever. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. So then on the tip line, I proceeded to write 0 and cross it out. So she knew I wasn't playing. And I signed it. Then I left it on the table. Then I put the pen down. And then everybody else did the same thing. Because everybody was looking at me like, Tamara, you're not going to tip? Tip what? Tip what? No. No. Just no. I've never gone to a restaurant and not tipped. Even if the service wasn't, immaculate, I still leave my 20% because I have worked in a restaurant. I know what it's like to work on tips, and I know what it's like to get a crappy wage and kind of depend on people to be nice. But at the same time, if you're blatantly rude, you're not going to get jack from me. And I know people are going to be like, but what if she was having a bad day? Okay. Plenty of people have bad days. When I had a bad day as a server, when that table stiffed me on my first day as a server, I was completely nice to them and nothing. It was fine. So let's not go that route. At the end of the day, I said what I said. Try harder next time, Gretchen. Try harder next time. That's all I have for you. I'm sorry. That's all I have. I was straight through the door with my. So basically, that's my story. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you enjoyed the snacks that you were eating as you watched the video, or just enjoyed my voice as you were doing laundry, cleaning, cooking, doing the whole thing. Don't forget to press the I in one of these corners to go watch my other story times. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and tell me that you liked it or that you like me. Follow my social medias below in the description box. Don't forget to look at it because I like to put little things in there for you. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.